but I'm good calling it for the next one.
Paranormal.
PX just said a new word.
What?
Paranormal.
You cannot be serious. Wow.
Maybe it knows what we're doing and it wants to mess with us.
And it was clear as day. Syllable by syllable.
So game plan tonight, one thing I want to do is this room right here that have really dangerous dolls, especially this creepy Mickey Mouse doll that's sitting right there. I want to sit in here for 30 minutes by myself. Of course, Chris recording. And just seeing if I can get any activity in this room, EVP wise. This is probably where I'm going to want a spirit box as well too.
Okay.
I want to see if the SLS will pick up anything stick figure wise in this area. Not exactly sure what we'll capture. My curiosity more than anything, because that trailer park that was over there with all the negative energy, there's no place for it to go. Most likely started heading into the buildings that are off to the side right here, including this one.
Okay.
So what will happen is when I do my little session in here, maybe it would be a good idea for you. You okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe it would be a good idea for you and Jacob to be outside doing an EVP session. So real quick, Jason, let's go ahead and talk about some of the activity that has been going on here that you've noticed.
We've been noticing things falling off the spots and stuff like that where they're actually aren't hooked on and they still fall off. We've had my dog barking off into the corner over there.
Where the games are at.
Yeah.
Okay. That's another reason why is his dog has been sensing something in that corner.
Literally, it would just be me, my wife, my dog here, and he'll just sit at this door, facing that direction, just bark. And not like a nice playful bark. He's like
Aggressive, very aggressive growl.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So.
What is one of the items that has fell down?
We've had some of the Transformers fall down. We've had video games with like corner fall down, stuff like that. So stuff that has been sitting there for months on end and never moved, and then all of a sudden just falls.
So show us real quick about what rough area so we can keep an eye on this.
Should go set up there. I've had this one fall over here. I've had really Transformers off for these hooks just fall off.
So I'm noticing one thing. What?
Yeah.
So when those fall, was anybody over here when
No.
they fell? So they're by themselves.
Yes. And there are the train tracks that come by,
Yep.
but like I can tell when those are coming by, I can chase my entire store, not just one area. And
Exactly.
stuff like that. But it doesn't shake my store enough to really knock anything down.
Exactly.
So
Obviously, no physical attacks.
No.
We talked about that before.
yeah.
Have you been still hearing the footsteps, even though you've not had any access to the downstairs?
The first step's not really. If I do, like I'll be sitting at tables working on something, or I'll be at my desk counter, and I'll see I'll look up real fast, and I think I see somebody in the store going around. And thought I missed the night coming into the store.
It's Mickey Mouse doll. How big is that?
That's what I was gonna say. Is a lot of things that I'm noticing here, Chris, is that a lot of these things are pretty antique. Like so,
Oh yeah.
they've had quite some history to it with previous owners and everything. And just, That seems like it can bring us some fun.
Made in Hong Kong. Walt Disney Products. Hasbro. But it's not. I'm not seeing a date. It's old. This has got to be 8. See, $25. It's got to be 80s. I'm thinking. But just looking at it, look how creepy that is. Look how creepy that thing is. That's. You look at this Mickey Mouse doll. Then let's look at this one right here.
That still more. That seems more to the age.
Uh huh.
That doll right there too. Like.
So we're going to start off with the millimeter, and we're going to pull out a digital recorder. And I think we're going to use this one. Rick's digital recorder that he's letting us borrow. Alright.
Just done.
Making sure there, which it is. I just replaced the batteries because the batteries were almost dead the last time we used this. Batteries are still good on this. As I break it, just gonna have you break it. I think we've got plenty of equipment tonight. I don't think we have anything to worry about. So here's what we'll do. I will hand you off. Come on here.
Okay. I'll let you know if I see anything go like really.
Yep. And if all else fails too, if you see that it goes up, try to hit the plug button.
Okay.
Go ahead and start talking about your readings.
So we're having some very interesting spikes right now, like especially over in that corner right now. Specifically on the Transformers, I hit a 4.0 on it. We did unplug the fan since that does kind of give off some energy, even though it's not on. And it's still over in that area. It's not quite as high as a 4.0, but it's still at least hitting 2.0, which is some activity for that. Is this wire right now? Okay, I debunked it.
Okay.
There's a wire right here, Chris.
Okay.
Although it's not picking it up.
Yeah, that
So-
thing's not. There's no power coming from it.
Okay.
That's the old video camera because you got the new one right here
Okay.
that's pointing in this direction.
I mean, it's still giving something off some 3.3 on it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so.
2.5, 2.5.
It is June 11th, 2022. This is Chris Harmon with Jacob Frank Wool, Sam Arkey, and Chris Black is videographer. And we are inside Dark Prime Collectables. This is right next to State Street in Clearfield, so. Did you just whisper something?
Yeah.
Okay. Just make sure you don't whisper anything.
Okay.
And the only reason why you don't want to whisper is it could be mistaken for something. So if you say something, make sure you clarify it was you. I'm just making sure because I just heard a whisper and I wanted to clarify it was you.
Okay.
So if there's anybody in this building that would like to talk, we are welcoming you freely to speak to us. We do have devices that will allow you to communicate with us that we can listen back to later on. Understand that we come here with respect. Myself, I am a friend of the business owner and want to help him out. So if you can answer some questions, make some things happen, we'd be greatly appreciated.
Can you give us one tap like this?
I'm feeling drained. Excuse me.
Guys, the PX is going off. I don't know what it's saying though because I don't have headphones in, but I'm watching the spikes. It's going off. PX is still going off. I'd love to know what it's saying.
Are we able to take these off?
Yeah. Do you want to borrow my headphones, Chris?
Sure.
Will you let's unplug that? Where do you want me to plug it in? To your digital recorder?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it was right there. Okay. I'm curious what if the PX is going off. I'm curious.
Y'all.
I just heard it.
I don't know what it said. It just went. Y'all.
So the device that's in my hand with the orange light, this will allow you to communicate with me. Sure. And that sounded like a female's voice that said sure.
Yep. I'm getting goosebumps. Did you hear it say Annie?
I heard it say me. I just saw something in the corner of my eye, dude. Could be the flashlight. It could be the lights of the cars. But I swear to God, I just saw something in the corner of my eye. Are you attached to any of the items that are in this store? You want to turn your light on one more time? I better look at the bottom of this. Yeah, I think that's good. Thank you. Are you attached to the Raggedy Ann doll? Are you attached to this Mickey Mouse doll that's right in front of me? Here, let me put you next to Mickey Mouse. Right at the bottom of his foot. Do you have a message for Jason, the owner? That's actually where I was going to say, Chris.
Is there another chair?
There's actually one right here.
Sit.
That's what I'm doing. Okay, to the spirits that are in this building, we are all in 3 different spots. We want you to make your presence known by walking on the floor, if you could, for me. So as Sam was sitting over here a few moments ago, he felt somebody touch his shoulder. Can you touch my shoulder, please?
East. Someone in company.
Am I keeping you company over here?
Roger, Jill.
So before you start walking back, I just spoke.
Ken. It's popping off with a bunch of names now. Robert, Jill, Ken.
What's funny is there is a Ken doll over there. Over where Jacob is sitting at. But I'm good calling it for the next one.
PX just said a new word.
What?
Paranormal.
You cannot be serious. Wow.
Maybe it knows what we're doing and it wants to mess with us.
And it was clear as day. Syllable by syllable.